Okay, we're going to show you how you can create different Google documents, sheets, slides, and even forms inside your classroom. So we're here at the front of the test class page. I come up here to class work. We now have assignments that we can put up here. So let's go to create and we can go to assignment. And here I can name the title of my assignment, the instructions that I want my student to follow, and this is where I can create anything specifically Google related. We know what a doc is, slides, sheets. We're probably more comfortable with these, but one that you might not use that much is Google Forms. And Google Forms is a simple form that allows you to create quizzes, tests that can easily be monitored, looked at. So let's just take a look at this. In my Google form, call this test form. All right, so now I can come down here and I can set the questions. Now, obviously, there's some other things. You can put background colors and things like that. Nice little neat pictures up here, but we won't worry about that so much right now. So here I've got a couple different choices I can go for. I've got multiple choice. I've got checkboxes, drop downs. Short answer questions, paragraph answer questions, and we'll just take a look at these as we go forward. So multiple choice, you can add your options here. If you want to add another option, we go here, and your students will have the choice to pick one of those. So let's take a look at, let's make another one. We'll duplicate that, and that's, you can duplicate the question if you're just changing a couple things. So let's go here to make this a checkbox. Now, checkbox option, let's add another option here. And what you'll see here is you can check more than one box in your checkbox situation. Let's make another one. Let's take a look at what a short answer question would look like. So we got about 2 lines there for a short answer. Paragraph. There we go. Take a look at what a drop down would look like. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and then when you pull it, then it'll pull the questions down. Click on it and click on those questions. Now for people that like to, you could put a multiple choice grid in there. You could put a checkbox grid. And you can even put a linear scale in there. So you've got a lot of options when you go to Google Forms to be able to create different types of questions for any kind of assessment or just something to kind of check your students' understanding. It does make things a lot easier for you to be able to watch it through here. Let's go right here. Let's click on responses. This allows you to see what your students' responses are. You can kind of pull that up. You can look at the groups as a whole, and it'll give you class as a whole, but then you can also look at it individually. You'll want to make sure that you create a spreadsheet for this. Create a new spreadsheet, and those questions will go directly into that spreadsheet. So then instead of looking through it there, you can pull this up, and there will be all the questions you can kind of look through with the timestamp. Makes things so much easier for you when you're trying to decide who got something right, who got something wrong, what do you need to change, and it's pretty neat. Right here is a preview. And the preview allows you to take a look at what it'll look like for your student. You see here, here's our multiple choice, here's our check boxes, here's your short answer, here's our long answer, paragraph answer, here's the drop down, here's the linear questions as we move across. So it does give you a bunch of different options that allows you to do that. If you want to, you can customize your theme. You can put an image in here that'll come on the back. You can change the color, change the color there, change your background color there. You can change your font, all different fun kinds of things. You've got your settings here. This is important. You can collect email addresses so you know what student turned things in. You restrict this to Vincent's Community School Corporation people. Probably not a bad idea. You can limit to one response. You can have edit after submit, and you can actually send a summary and text response to your students. You can make, in the presentation, you can show a progress bar at the end. You can shuffle the question order so students get a different question instead of the ones that you've laid out right there. It can just be set up in a completely different way. And then you can have a show link to submit another response. You can also have a confirmation at the end. Thank you for taking your quiz. Thank you for doing this assessment. Thank you for answering these questions. Then you can make this a quiz and then set up the grading afterwards. The thing that we have to remember, though, is we still have to put our grades in PowerSchool. So a lot of options that teachers usually go with is they go ahead and grade them themselves, and they put them into PowerSchool. So it's kind of a look at Google Forms in a nutshell. Obviously, there's a lot of other things you can do, and you get more comfortable as you go around with it. So that's Google Forms.